Are you tired of the same old campfire meals? Well, get ready because we are going to level up some camping food with some easy and delicious foil pack dinners, and they're all going to be under $30. So let's see what we're looking at. Now, keep in mind, these can be done over a campfire, over a grill, and I've also added some easy stovetop directions as well. So whether you are roughing it out in the woods or you're just at home and want a little, fun camping inspired meal plan, this is what we're going to do. And these foil dinner packs will totally be worth it. Now, before we get into the grocery list and the recipes, you are going to need some special tools. And by special, I just mean everyday tools, but with a little bit of a twist. And what I mean by that is you are, of course, going to need some aluminum foil, but don't get the cheapy foil at the dollar store. I love that stuff for baking cookies and whatnot in my oven, but it's very lightweight. And if you put too much stuff in it, it's probably going to tear or break. So go with the heavy duty stuff, and bonus if it says it's made for like grilling or campfires. And then I always want to use tongs and as well as like an oven mitt. Now, of course, if you don't take an oven mitt with you camping, you could easily use like a towel or something, but just be very careful that you don't burn yourself. Now, this mini meal plan has 3 dinners that are all going to be foil packs. So I've included heavy duty foil sheets in the grocery list. So for the foil and all the foods that we're going to need, it came out to $27.75 at Walmart. There are 2 links down below. One is to my Walmart grocery list. You can go check and see what the prices are in your area. The second link goes to my website where you can download a free PDF of the grocery list and all the recipes, and it prints on one page. Now, this first recipe kind of feels like totally traditional to me. It's one of my favorites, and I feel like a lot of people have made this before. But as a bonus, because it combines already smoked sausage, which is usually already pre-cooked, and potatoes, it is super, super filling. Now, I like to go just basic. Do some bell peppers of any color, do some onion, and then really you just need whatever your favorite oil is. It could be olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever, and then your favorite seasonings. Now, I tend to go with a seasoning blend, say like garlic and herbs, something like that, but you can totally spice this up. We've done like Cajun seasoning, we've done like the Mrs. Dash or like the no salt added seasoning, whatever you want here. I've even done it with French fry seasoning. So now, like I said, I've given you directions here on how to do it over a campfire, over a grill. And then for the stovetop alternative, you can basically just do this in a large skillet, but you're going to add some either water or broth and you're going to cover it and you're going to let it cook over medium heat for about 20 to 25 minutes. So you'll get basically that same flavor profile, but you just won't have, the roasty, toasty fire part. Now, foil packet number 2 is going to be a barbecue chicken and veggie foil wrap. Now, I chose to do chicken drumsticks because I wanted to show 3 different meat options, and this was just the cheapest type of chicken. But honestly, you could use chicken breasts, chicken tenderloins. You could use the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Really, whatever you have is fine. And then we're going to add into that some potatoes. We're going to use some corn. And corn, even though it cooks fairly quickly, if you boil it or you steam it, in the foil packs, I found that if you cut it into like 2-inch chunks, it does cook a little bit better and it doesn't take up as much room. So for a family of 4, you would need 2 corn on the cobs, but when you cut it up, it'll really be like 8 pieces. So you can just kind of divide that between the 4 packs. Now, I included zucchini, half an onion. You can really use whatever vegetables you like here. You could use like the yellow squash, you could do eggplant, really whatever vegetables you like. I've even done this with baby carrots, but just like potatoes, baby carrots can take a while. So the smaller the chunks, the quicker it cooks. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to drizzle this with barbecue sauce. And just like any recipe with barbecue sauce, if you pick a barbecue sauce you already like, it's going to be awesome. If you pick a barbecue sauce you're not a big fan of, then your dish doesn't quite come out. But this is one of those where you could actually do like a little buffet line where everybody gets to build their own and then use whatever barbecue sauce you like. Walmart has a bunch of the little $1 bottles of barbecue sauce, and you can get them everywhere from like a roasted garlic barbecue sauce to like a super sweet raspberry barbecue sauce, or even like the mega spicy, hot ones. So depending on what sauce you pick will really change the flavor of your foil pack. Now, the stovetop alternative here, once again, we're going to throw everything in a large skillet. We're going to add about a quarter cup of water at the bottom. We're going to cover it, and we're basically just going to steam it in our skillet. So that's definitely an option. Now, the third option is one that may surprise you, but let me explain. So we're going to do some nacho foil packs, and we're going to serve it with some tortilla chips. Now, we kind of stumbled into this, okay? So one time we went camping and we had brought frozen hamburger patties, and we had like the big cooler. We had one that was keeping like super frozen stuff and one that was keeping kind of the cool stuff. Well, for whatever reason, the one that had a lot of the frozen stuff in it had melted super, super quick. I'm not sure if somebody left the lid open or what, but all of our frozen patties had like fallen apart because they had mostly melted. And then, so it was really hard to make burgers. So instead, we ended up doing this, and it turned out amazing to where every year when we went camping, we did some variation of this. So basically, you can take any ground meat you like, whether it's ground beef, ground turkey, ground pork, ground venison, any of those things. And I like to make it into about like a hamburger patty. Okay. You can also kind of divide it up and make it a little bit smaller if you want the cooking time to go a little quicker. But then we just added some black beans, some salsa to the top of each one, and some taco seasoning. And then we crimp it up and we put it in the fire. Now, when it seems like it's about done, about 25, 30 minutes, we pull them out and we carefully open them just to make sure that that ground meat is fully cooked. And we just take a fork and kind of stir it. And then we top it with some cheese and just crimp it up. And just the heat that's inside that foil pack will melt your cheese. And then we would just open it up and take our tortilla chips and dip it and eat it. So very similar to like a walking taco or walking nachos, but it was done at a campfire. And let me tell you, I had people coming from all over the campsites wondering where the Mexican like smell was coming from, because nobody cooks Mexican at a campfire, but now you can. Now, of course, you could easily do this at home on the stovetop, just in a large skillet. You would, same thing, just go ahead and cook it up all together, top it with cheese, and then serve it in a bowl with some chips. So I hope that these 3 foil dinner mini menu has inspired you to kind of take either the camping experience and bring it home, or if you're planning a last minute camping trip for summer, these are some options you can do that make it a little bit more fun than just like the standard hot dogs or, hamburgers on a campfire thing. And of course, you can also do this at the grill, on the grill, at home. So those are always great options. Don't forget to go over to my website where you can download the free PDF. You can actually see all of the slides, and at the bottom, you can print the PDF. It has the grocery list and all of the recipes, and we're doing a series. This is number 9. So if you collect them all at the end, you'll have like this nice binder, and each week just prints on like a 1-page sheet, and it's all in black and white because we're not trying to use up as much ink as possible. So I hope you guys will join us for our next mini menu coming up in a few days. I'll see you then. Bye.